Unit 4, Parte 4, the verb ESTAR and prepositions notes page. So this is your notes page that you're going to be filling in while we complete this. So prepositions using the verb estar. Estar is an irregular verb that means to be. It doesn't follow what a regular AR verb does. So you don't drop the ending and add an o, as, a, amos, ais, an. Instead, it's a little different. So let's see, let me scooch this down. Now, something that you need to know is that everything has an accent mark except for the yo and nosotros form. So make sure that you include your accent mark on everything except for those two. So let's go ahead and fill in our chart. I want you to fill in the Spanish and English because this will be a very, very helpful chart as you are working on homework or taking a quiz or whatever. You want to have all of your information here. So, yo estoy means I am. Perdón. Tú estás, you informal are. Él está, he is. Ella está, she is. Usted está, you formal are. And then we have this to say it is, that, and that's just for one item, like the car is or the clock is. You would use está. Then the nosotros estamos, that means we are. Vosotros estáis, y'all are. Ellos están, they are. Ellas están, they girls are. Ustedes están, you guys are. And then to say that multiple items are, they are, están. So yes, it's a repeat of these. But just to remember, if you're talking about like classroom items and you wanted to say the desks are over there, you would say los pupitres están, they are. All right, so ¿dónde está? Is asking where is. Now, on your notes page, these are going to bounce around. So you're going to have to look around. This, I believe, is like all the way at the end, like number 20 something. And then something to take note of, de and el becomes del. And that means of the. The opposite of that is going to be de la, which also means of the, but as you can see, we have two different ways to say the. All right, now let's get into those prepositions at the bottom of on the bottom half of your notes page. So, el avión está a la izquierda de la casa. A la izquierda de, to the left of. La planta está delante de la ventana. Él está detrás de la puerta. Detrás de means behind. Ella está cerca del perro. Close to or near to. And remember again, de and el becomes del. La ciudad está lejos de mi casa. El gato está debajo de la mesa. El gato está abajo de la mesa. So we have some words, well, we have some English words that have multiple Spanish meanings, right? So here we have one way to say under, and then there's another way to say under. It is what it is. La computadora y los libros están encima del escritorio. La computadora y los libros están sobre el escritorio. So a few different ways to say the same thing, and that's okay. It's nice to have variety. La ventana está arriba de la planta. Ella está enfrente de la clase. Él está al lado de la cama. El perro está entre las sillas. And to say these different areas. So aquí, here. Allí, over there. And then allá is way over there. But we do have different words for these in South America, Central America, etc. So in a lot of those areas, you might hear acá instead of aquí, and ahí instead of allá. So just something to pay attention to. Nothing you have to take note of. Just a little heads up. El plato está en la mesa. That means in or on. Make sure you write down both. El avión está a la derecha de la casa. Now to say to the right of. El carro está adentro del garaje. That is hard to see, but that is inside of. And that's it. So hopefully you have this done. Now complete your homework for tonight and you'll be good to go.